Okay, here we are once again. This might be an eBay gone bad. It's not cards. I ordered something and as you can see, it's unopened, untampered with, from the post office. It's supposed to be a game disc, but there doesn't seem to be any protection for it, and I'm worried because it was folded up inside the mailbox. So we're gonna see if there's damage or not, and I'm hoping and praying that it has some kind of protection there, but it doesn't feel like it. This is just for, my protection to open it. And good Lord, really, why would you send this with no protection other than a paper cover? There's no hard shell disc. This right here, this is all you need. One of these. You can probably find it at a thrift store. There's people that'll give you these things. Good Lord. Alright. Well, the back of the disc looks nice. The front of the disc doesn't appear to have any scratches. And if we check for disc rot, hang on. Let's see if we can see for disc rot. And it doesn't really look like it's got disc rot from what I can see. So looks like we got away with something there pretty good. We got lucky. Oh my God. I don't believe it made it. Unbelievable. Ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between, if you're gonna send a disc, Jesus, send it inside one of these plastic holders. As you can see, I purchased a collector's edition set of these discs, and I'm missing this one, which I'm going to now complete the collection. And this item is probably going on eBay. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between, if you feel so inclined, Enigmaohawaii on eBay and TCG Player and a lot of other places. This will be going up. Pretty nice condition otherwise. It's got all three of the discs now. Complete collector's edition. We got Simba's Mighty Adventure, Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, and Walt Disney World Magical Racing Tour. What did you know? Alright. Is it better like this? Nah, it's better the other way. There's no paperwork other than this outer casing that I see or notice. Alright, fits right back in there, nice and snug. Alright, I think we're good. If you're gonna... God, I really want to say something about this. If you're gonna mail magic cards, you can get Card Saver 2s. Let me show you. Here's what we got. Somebody sent me this stuff. It's stuffed with cards. 11 of them. If you're gonna mail magic cards, the most cards you want to put inside the sleeve is 8 with a card saver 2. You can still get away with putting this many in there if it's not in a letter envelope. If you're doing it some other way, like in a package like this or something like that, that's fine. But if you're gonna go the cheap way, like through TCG Player, put 8 maximum inside a card saver 2. It'll slide in nice and tight. Then you want to take an extra piece of paper, tape the paper over top of it, so you're covering the entranceway for the cards that are going out. This way, if the cards do move out of the sleeve, they'll stop at the top, and they'll avoid getting damage from being bent by going over top of the protective plastic sleeve. And what I also recommend then is you take a piece of paper and you cut it to the exact length of the envelope, or the width of the envelope, just the size of the envelope. So you cut down the paper. Once you cut down the paper, you got the cards inside covered, and you fold it over, and you just make it evenly, not to the letter, evenly to the to the card holder. Then when you place it in, before you place it inside, what you want to do then is you want to write the item number, or the whatever the tracking number for the, not the tracking number for a package, but the tracking number for your product shipment. And TCG would be a 13616 it'll start with, just as an example. But before you put the cards inside, make sure you address the envelope before you do anything there. I can't tell you the number of times I've forgotten, and I've had to gingerly write on top of the envelope the person's name that's receiving it. What I'd also suggest is that you just go on Amazon and order a rubber stamp, nice and cheap. Stamp it, and you're done. Then you just gotta write in the person's address. You can get away with about 8 cards with a card saver 2 inside. That's the easiest, cheapest way to do it. Otherwise, you're gonna send it to a first class package. First class package up to £1 will be about like $5–6. This feels like it might be over £1, so we're looking at going priority mail, small flat rate box. It's gonna be like $8, so that's gonna eat it. It's gonna eat into your costs. So just be aware of that. I highly suggest going to Walmart and buying a digital food scale. You don't have to go to the post office and get charged $20. This would be like $5 to $10 at the most. Digital food scale. It goes in pounds, ounces, whatever weights it has. Runs on a small watch battery, and it's great. It works perfect. If you take the cards plus the sleeve plus the extra paper, it'll come out to just under or around 1 ounce, which is the limit for a small letter. After that, you're looking at like $1 or 88 cents to $1 for the larger envelope. They also add you have to be careful that they also want to try and add a extra charge on you. You can ask for it to be non-machinable. If it's not machinable, that means it doesn't go in the machines. There's very little chance that your items will be damaged from going through the machines then, or damage it at all. The only way it's going to be damaged then is by one of the postal employees if they screw up or something happens with that. You never know. Stuff happens. Crazy stuff happens all the time. Hopefully it's not to you. Alright, I think we're about covered there. If there's anything you want to know, just send me a message. We completed the collection there. Even though it was extremely risky for them to send this, they're probably going to get a neutral feedback from me, because I can't, for the life of me, I have no idea why they didn't use more protection for this thing. It's ridiculous. Do not do that. That's how you get negative feedback. Like, only bad things can happen. Sure, you want to be cheap, but like, it doesn't. What does it take? A quarter? Just a quarter? Like, I paid like over $10 for that thing. You couldn't spend an extra quarter to get the stupid disc cover? Come on now. Alright, I think that's everything. Pretty sure we're good. We're over the 10-minute mark. We're getting pretty close. Gotta get that monetized. Bam! I'll see you around. Hopefully we'll get to a giant stack of magic cards next. I just recently acquired a collection for my friend, and I'll show it off to you, and that also is going to go on TCG. This baby is probably going to end up on eBay. As the Hawaiians say, a hui ho.